In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the 3 different ways we've been practicing multiplication in class. A lot of kids liked the long division video, so I'm going to do one with the 3 ways we've been doing multiplication. So the first way is regular common multiplication. I'm going to use the same problem for all 3 methods so we can check to see if our answer is right. So the first way you do it is you just write 353 times 45. First thing you're going to do is do 5 times 3, and 5 times 3 is 15, so the 1's go there and the 10's get carried. Then you do 5 times 5, that's 25, and you add the 1 you carried, so that'd be 26, so we put the 6 here and a 2 up here. And then I do 5 times 3 again, that's 15, plus 2 is 17. So we are done with the 5, and I'm going to switch colors for the next one, and we are going to erase the 2 and the 1 that we carried. So now we have to add a placeholder under the 5 because we're not doing 4 times 3 and 4 times 5 and 4 times 3. We're doing 40 times 3, and by adding the 0, we're already putting that 0 in the place it goes in. So then I'll think 4 times 3 is 12, so I put the 2 here and carry the 1. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21, so I'll put the 1 here and carry the 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14, so I put the 14 here. And then we just add these 2 numbers we came up with together. We get 5, 6 plus 2 is 8, 7 plus 1 is 8, 1 plus 4 is 5, and 1 plus nothing is 1. So our answer is 15,885. That is standard multiplication. So I'll erase all this, and then we'll do the next way. Okay, the next way we're going to do this is called partial products multiplication. This is where you split both numbers into expanded form and then multiply them like that. And I'll show you how we're going to do this. So 353 can get split into 300 plus 50 plus 3. And 45 can get split into 40 plus 5. So first we're going to focus on the 40. I can do 40 times 300, and I just have to do 4 times 3, and I get 12. And then I add the zeros to the end. So 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll do 40 times 50. 4 times 5 is 20. Plus 2 zeros on the end, so we're going to have 1, 2, and then 20. 40 times 3 is going to be 4 times 3 is 12 with 1 0 on the end. So 0 and then 12. And now we're done with 40. Now we have to do 5 times those 3 numbers and then keep adding to the list. So 5 times 3, 300 would be 5 times 3 is 15 with 2 zeros at the end. So 15. And make sure to keep all your place values nice and neat. 5 times 50 would be 5 times 5. You get 25 with a 0 on the end. That would be 250. And then the last one is 5 times 3, which is 15. So just 15. Then we add all these numbers up. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is plus 5 is 5. 2 plus 5 plus 1 is going to be 8. 1 plus 5 plus 2 is going to be 8. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is going to be 5. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So we get 15,885 again the second time. This is partial product multiplication. And then the last way is going to be lattice multiplication, which I'm guessing a lot of parents haven't seen. I didn't see it until I went to grad school, and it's kind of weird and kind of cool at the same time. So the way you set this up is you have to draw a grid. Now, if you have a 3-digit number, you're going to need 3 columns. If you have a 2-digit number, you'll need 2 columns or 2 rows, but we'll show you how this sets up. So 353, I'm going to write 3 5, 3, and then I'm going to make my box, and I'm going to have 3 columns, and then my 45, I'm going to write my 4 and my 5 like this on the right side, and then draw my line to create my rows. So then you have to do, this is the tricky part of the setup, is you draw a diagonal line through every box. That, and like that, and like that. And this is the setup. So all you do is you kind of match up the grid points and you put the answer in the box. So I'll show you 3 times 4. For the first 3 times 4, it'd be 12. So the 10th place goes in the upper left-hand corner. The ones place goes in the bottom right-hand corner. So 3 times 4 would be 12. 3 will go down a box. So 3 times 5 is going to be 15. We'll go up to the top. 5 times 4 is going to be 20. 5 times 5 is going to be 25. 3 times 4 is going to be 12. And 3 times 5 is going to be 15. So now that we have all the boxes filled in, we treat every diagonal row like a slide. So all the numbers are going to slide down and pile up at the bottom. So in this bottom right-hand slide, the 5 will slide down and goes there by itself. And then in the next slide, we have 5 plus 2 plus 1. So that'll add up to 8. And we have 5 plus 2 plus 1 in the next one as well. So that's also 8. We have 2 plus 2 plus 1 in the next one. That'll pile up as 5. And then the 1 by itself is right there. So our answer to this problem is 15,885. And the answer follows like this. It'll go 15,885. And that is lattice multiplication. In some ways it's easier because the setup, while the setup is tough, it's just single digit times single digit. And you don't have to keep track of carrying as many 10s. If you were to have to carry a 10, so just for example, if we were to get 15 here, even though we didn't, we would carry the 10 to the next slide and then just add a 1 and then add that in for the next one. I hope this shows you all 3 ways, and everybody can practice over the weekend or refer to this if they forget. Okay, thank you.